Well, the meeting started this morning here at the IAEA in Vienna, but we'll have to wait until Wednesday or Thursday, as it seems, until the three European countries, France, UK and Germany, will present their resolution against Iran. A resolution basically saying for the first time in 20 years that Iran is not complying with nuclear safeguard measures. And this resolution is actually a serious step because it could pave the way for activating the UN Security Council and, in a further step, reinstate European sanctions against Iran. But what's the accusation? The agency here in Vienna, the IAEA, is saying and has repeatedly said that Iran is now possessing 400 kilograms of enriched uranium, which could be used for a bomb, the agency says. And the IAEA is furthermore also accusing Iran of hiding information on its nuclear program. Let's listen to what IAEA Chief Rafael Grossi said earlier today.
Enriching uranium per se is not a forbidden activity, which is something my Iranian counterparts always tell me, and they tell the world. So that is true. At the same time, when you accumulate and continue to accumulate, and you are the only country in the world that is doing something like this at a level which is very, very close to the level that you need to have a nuclear explosive device, then we cannot ignore it.
But despite this criticism and despite these accusations, the IAEA chief continues to call for a diplomatic solution to this problem between the West, the IAEA and Iran.
And Johannes, what has been the response to Iran's threat to scale back its cooperation with the IAEA if it doesn't like the outcome of this meeting?
Well, one thing is clear, no matter what happens here in Vienna, whether there's a resolution or not, this will affect the ongoing nuclear deal talks between Washington and Tehran. One thing is clear, that a resolution, if it happens, this would put big pressure on Iran, and Iran's possible retaliating measures could also put pressure on Europe, on the agency. Either the parties start to cooperate more, or the situation seems to be escalating. Most recently, earlier this morning, Iran did announce it will soon submit a new proposal for a nuclear deal between the US and Iran after it had called the latest proposal by Washington unacceptable. So we'll have to see what happens next.